many people here like to have more happiness in their life? Have a little bit more money? Contest master, Toastmasters, and welcome guests. Well, how come you don't have it? I'll tell you why. It's your mind. It's that subconscious conditioning that you had since you were a child. You know it. You know, it could have been from your parents, your teachers, siblings, acquaintances, even society as a whole. You've heard it. Don't do this. Don't go there. No, stop. Don't climb that tree. You might get hurt. We've been conditioned the majority of our life to think negatively. I'm here to tell you, recondition your mind and start thinking positively. How many people here have ever met a young couple, a young female or a young male, that always attract the wrong people in their life? Has anybody ever met anyone like that? Time and time again, it's the same stuff that they keep saying they don't want. Well, Harbecker, in The Secrets of a Millionaire Mind, tells us that our inner world creates our outer world. So basically, if you're thinking negatively and thinking your self-worth is low, guess what's going to happen? That's what you're going to attract. You want to attract some nice people in your life? Start thinking positively. We need to change our thinking. That's the key to everything. How about the negative Nellies? You've met them. You know the ones that say that the sun rises in the west and sets in the east? They tell you that black is black, or black is white, and white is black. You know which ones I'm talking about. Well, I'm here to tell you, the next time you run into a negative Nelly, run! Run as fast as you can! Because negative energy is contagious. Very contagious. You don't want it in your life. You know what they're doing? They're just this big, huge crap magnet, attracting everything into their life. Change your mind. Change your mind. What about compliments? How many times has somebody come up to you and said, "Man, Vic, you look great today. That suit looks sharp, your shoes are shine," and the first thing you say is, "Well, you know what? You look really great today." Stop it! Accept the compliment. Quit deflecting it. You are worthy of compliments. When you're not accepting the compliment, all you're doing is telling yourself you are not worthy of the compliment. Next time somebody compliments you, just say thank you and go upon your way. Take in the positive energy. What about tomorrow? How many people don't act because they're in fear of tomorrow? The what-ifers. What if I start this business and it fails? What if I go out with this girl and she dumps me? The what-ifers. They do nothing. They do not a darn thing because they're paralyzed of the fear of future, the fear of tomorrow. But I ask you right now, raise your hand tomorrow. Can anybody do it? No, you can't. So why are you worried about it? Now, what about the young man or young woman that comes into sudden success? A sudden windfall of money. And they're not ready for it on the inside. We've seen it with lotto winners, professional athletes. They go from nothing to multimillionaires. And we all say, if we had that kind of money, we'd be set for life. Then why is it in a short period of time, they're right back to where they were? Because their comfort level. They're not comfortable being up here. Their inner being is not ready for it. So what do? They subconsciously knock themselves to go back down to where they're supposed to be. Not where they're supposed to be, but where they think they're supposed to be. Change your thinking. Change your mind. Do you ever notice that people are like flies? You say, flies? What are you talking about, Vic, a fly? Well, have you ever seen a fly hitting itself against the window trying to get out to see that big, wonderful world out there? Bzz, bzz. And it's real fast at first, and it's bzz, bzz. And it's a little slower, bzz, and then finally it's... He's dead on your windowsill! Because he burned himself out. He continued to do the same thing over and over and over again. He didn't change his mind. When in reality, all he had to do was looked behind him, and the whole world was truly open to him. Change your mind. Now, has anybody ever heard the story about money is evil? Rich people are crooked? Well, Madoff might be, but... The fact of the matter is, God does want you to have abundance in your life. This book tells me so. Has anyone ever heard of the parable of talents? Basically, the story goes, the master gave 3 men some talents. He gave one gentleman 5, another one 2, and another one 1. And he sent them on their way. Well, they went, they did their thing, and then it was time to account for what they had done with their money. The gentleman with 5, he came back with 10. The gentleman with 2, he came back with 4. The gentleman with 1, he came back with 1. Now, he thought he had done well because he didn't squander it. But the master was furious at him. And he said, "How could you do such a thing?" And I quote, "Take that talent from him and give it into the one who has the 10 talents. For everyone who has will be given more, and he will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what he has will be taken from him. And throw that worthless servant outside into the darkness." And that's not telling me that God doesn't want me to have abundance. That's telling me He wants me to be abundant. Because you know what? The best way to help the poor is by not being one of them. Because if you have abundance, you can help the poor. So I'm here to tell you, all that chatter that's going on in your head, get out of your mind. Get out of your mind. And follow your heart to a life of wealth, health, and abundance. And Toastmasters, I ask you to open the box in front of you, and you will find the solution to all your problems.